eclipse in Mactan Newtown. A total lunar eclipse is when the moon. A total lunar eclipse is when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast upon the moon. It's called a blood moon as well. And you can see, I'm going to turn the camera on, it has a pink-red hue to it. My name is Tim. Thanks for joining the live stream. I am at Mactan Newtown on the east end of Newtown Boulevard. It is March 3rd, 2026, and we're looking at a total lunar eclipse. And there it is. It's a blood moon. Check out the total lunar eclipse. There is an airplane taking off from the Cebu Mactan International Airport right over there. And that is a blood moon. And just to remind you, a total lunar eclipse is when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon. In about 20 minutes from now, it should be at its peak. Thanks for joining the live stream, everyone. You can see there's a lot of people jogging on Newtown Boulevard. Hopefully you can see the live stream. I am using my cellular service. Sometimes it's not so great. We will see. Don't be afraid to leave a comment below. My name is Tim. Thanks for joining the total lunar eclipse, blood red moon. That is an airplane right underneath the moon, by the way. Moon and an airplane. Trying to zoom in. My camera on my phone's not the best, by the way. That's an airplane off to the right. That is the lunar eclipse from Mactan Newtown, Cebu, Philippines. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. We're watching the lunar eclipse. How are y'all doing tonight? I appreciate it. Hello everyone, my name is Tim. Hello, how are you? Art Park, thanks for joining. Yeah, Art Park. Yeah, it is a lunar eclipse tonight, everyone. And if you're just joining, a lunar eclipse is when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon. It's called the blood moon. You can see it is red. I assume it's because the sun is behind the Earth and the Earth's shadow is cast, and the moon is catching a little bit of the sun. It's a clear sky, and the camera makes that moon look brighter red than what it is. It's actually a really dull red/orangey color. There's people taking selfies over there. I'm on the east end of Newtown Boulevard. Thanks for joining the live. My name is Tim. We're watching a total lunar eclipse. That is when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon. It's also called the blood moon. Happy blood moon, everyone. There's a lot of people in the park area. They have their cameras set up. They're taking photos of the moon. Maybe they're even doing live streams on YouTube. Who knows? But thanks for joining. My name is Tim. You're watching a total lunar eclipse from Mactan Newtown in Cebu, Philippines. I'll try to zoom in and see what it looks like. Thank you, Art Park, for joining. That's a closer view of the blood moon. Oh, thank you, Art. I appreciate that. My camera is kind of focusing weird. And there's people taking pictures in the park. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. There's a blood moon. It's a full lunar eclipse. Thanks for joining. Cebu, Philippines is experiencing a full lunar eclipse. There's a lot of people in the park area enjoying it. Leave a comment below what you're thinking. Let me know what country you're from. Give a thumbs up to the video, to the live stream. Just, do they have a bowling lanes there? Just thinking about what things do. I guess there may be one in Cebu. Bowling, I think it's in Cebu. There might be one somewhere on Mactan Island. I will check. I will do a Google search and check. Somebody was telling me something about bowling. I don't know if it was on a live stream or not. Somebody did tell me they went bowling, but I don't remember where they went. I think it's Cebu, but I think there's also bowling alleys on Mactan Island somewhere. I don't know of any near Mactan Newtown. But I assume there is bowling alley somewhere on Mactan Island, somewhere in Lapu-Lapu. I think I actually did ask somebody that question once, and they said there is bowling somewhere on Mactan Island. Yeah, just something to do, I get it. Yeah, bowling. I have heard of people going bowling in the Philippines. Maybe I saw a YouTuber doing it, but there is bowling in the Philippines. If it's not on Mactan Island, it's definitely in Cebu. Well, thanks for the question. I appreciate it. Looking at a blood moon, a total lunar eclipse from Mactan Newtown in Cebu, Philippines. People are looking at it. They're in the park. Well, I'm going home March 17th. for a month, and then I'll be back at the end of April. So I'll be here most of the year, yes. I should be here most of the year. Thanks for joining. We're watching a total lunar eclipse from Mactan Newtown. That's when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast on the moon. It's a blood moon. It does have an orange-pink hue to it. The camera makes it look pinker than what it really is. Standing here, it looks like a round pink gray ball in the sky, but the camera makes it look bright orange, bright pink. But to the naked eye, it just looks like a gray, orange colored ball in the sky. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. You're watching a total lunar eclipse from Mactan Newtown in Cebu, Philippines. Hi, John. I still have a home in the United States. I do. I still have a home in the USA. It's fully paid for. I'm not making payments on it. That's how I can do this. But if anybody's making payments on a home in the US and a payment here, you have to talk to your financial advisor and figure out if you can do it or not. Rent it, John Korn. Okay, Art Park. If you're in the area, stop by. I should be here in July. Should be here in July. You're looking at a lunar eclipse, a total lunar eclipse. It's also called a blood moon from Mactan Newtown. You can see I am in a park area. There are people milling around. You're welcome, John. I just want to have an out. I just want to have the opportunity if something drastic happens that I have something back in America I can go to. I also will occasionally go back to America for some medical issues that I have. So that's the reason I keep it. It's, for me, it's a security blanket because you never know what's going on in the Far East. And you never know about the health situation. When you get old, you get health issues. Yeah, I'm not a guy that likes renters either, to be honest with you. I never liked to do the rental thing. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. There's ways you can do it. There's people that I know when it comes to rentals, rent to people. First thing I would do on a rental is I would say no pets and no children. And that should minimize a whole bunch of your worries. No pets and no children. And years ago, I ran into a guy. No, I don't. I do not. Set cameras up in it if you can. Hopefully you have friends or relatives nearby Have them stop in and check it out. Maybe have a camera set up. Years ago, I ran into a guy that would only rent to couples. A married couple. That was his requirement. Married couples only he would rent to. No pets, no children. Professionals. Married couple. And that's how he minimized his risk of having bad things happen. And he always had good luck with his rentals. So you as a landlord, you can pick and choose who goes in that home and be very, very picky. You run background checks, you run credit checks, and then you limit it to no kids, no pets, married couple, professionals. You should be fine. It might take you a while to find somebody like that. But I think a management company would be, I don't know. I don't know if a management company would screen those prospective renters like that. It might be actually discriminatory. That's why you might have to do it yourself. If it's paid off, just leave it vacant, leave it empty. If it's paid off, it only costs you, I don't know what part of the country you live, but it can't cost you a lot to leave it vacant if it's paid off in full. It can only cost you, what, $4,000 or $5,000 a year to leave the home vacant, pay your property tax, heat and electricity, and then you have a relative come over a few times, once or twice a month, and check on it. Whatever your financial situation is, you got to figure that out. But there's options, there's opportunity. It's a paid off condo? Shit, it's a condo. You shouldn't have to worry about it. You just pay association fees and a little bit of an electric bill. You just leave it vacant. If you're worried about people getting in there and trashing it, otherwise you just rent it to a professional couple with no kids and no pets. And you should be good to go. So whatever your finances allow you to do, depending on how much your association fees are. If you have high association fees, then you probably want a renter in it. If they're only a couple $100 a month, then leave it vacant. You gotta figure that out. I am Tim. I am broadcasting live from Mactan Newtown. It is a blood moon. It is a full lunar eclipse. Thanks for joining. Can anybody tell me what time it is? Is it, what, 7:30? Yeah. I'm just holding it with my hand and my arms are getting sore. You can see the people walking around on Newtown Boulevard. This is a park, and you do see a airliner taking off from the Cebu Mactan International Airport. It's flying straight north up the Mactan Channel. We are looking at a full lunar eclipse. It's called the blood moon. That's when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. I can't really do much about the camera focusing. I have no idea why it's doing that. Maybe because it's... So that is a non-zoomed mode. That is kind of a zoom mode. It's a condo paid off. Well, if it's a condo, I don't know. What's the resale on a condo? Can you actually sell it? Maybe it's easier to sell it and then buy a different condo if things don't work out. I own a single family home. But if I had a condo, I might consider selling it because of the association fees each month. And I would just think that I could buy another one for around the same price. I'm not sure the condos are appreciating in value like a single family home. Again, I don't really follow the condo market. But one of the reasons I'm keeping my single family home is I just think it's going to keep appreciating. If I sell it now and things blow up in 2 years, I might have to spend more money to buy a new home. But a condo, I don't know, are condos appreciating? I thought, oh, 270. That's pretty low. That's pretty low. It's pretty low. What you could do is just come to the fields and just leave it vacant for the first year and give it a try for a year. Come to the fields, keep your condo, and then after a year, make a decision. That's what I would do. I wouldn't sell it right away. I would give it a year, come to the fields, keep it vacant. I wouldn't let anybody into that condo because in America it takes up to 18 months to evict anyone. Once they move in, it's almost impossible to get them to move out. So keep it vacant if you can afford it for a year. Spend a year in the fields. And then decide after a year what you want to do. Do you want to keep it vacant? Do you want to sell it? I don't know. But don't sell everything and come to the fields expecting to have everything be just fine. It's one thing that people recommend is don't sell everything. In fact, I still have a car in America. I was thinking about selling my car, and then I thought, well, I can't get much resale for it. And if things blow up in a year or two and I have to buy a different car, I'm going to spend a lot more money than what I can get for. I can't sell it. It's not worth anything. So I decided to keep my car as well. In your situation, paid off condo, low condo fees, I'd keep the condo vacant. I wouldn't let anybody move in. I'd come to the fields for a year. I'd make a decision on the condo next year. It's if you can afford it. But everybody's finance situation is different. I don't know what this is. Oh, you're coming only for 6 months? I'll just leave it vacant for 6 months. Make a decision after 6 months. Yeah, I know a lot of expats. They sell everything off and they come over here expecting flowers and hearts, and then all of a sudden things blow up, and then they don't know what to do. They got nowhere to go back home to. I'm one of these guys. I'm all about risk management, and coming to the fields is risky. Whatever you do, and it's risky for lots of different reasons. So why risk everything? You'd be a gambling man pushing in all your chips, selling everything off, and coming over here. Hard to say. Things are different here. Culture is different. People are different. Just when you think you know somebody, you spend 6 months with them and they're different. This country here is built on being different. I'm one of these guys. I won't put myself in a situation that I can't get myself out of. Yeah, keep the condo. Come for 6 months and then don't worry about it. Coming 8,000 miles. Good morning, Jim. How are you? Jim, when are you coming to the Phils, Jim? Okay, you're in Cebu for a month. Looks like you got a girlfriend down there, John. Looks like you have a picture of a girl up there. So maybe you got a girl here already. April 14th. I won't be here, Jim. I'll be in Florida, April 14th. I think my flight comes back April 21st. You're looking at a full lunar eclipse here at Mactan Newtown. My camera is not focusing at all. It's actually, the lunar eclipse is harder to see from the naked eye as well. It was easier to see early in the live stream. Yeah, I'll be here in mid-May. Full lunar eclipse. It's called a blood moon. That is when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, and the Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon. Yeah, on this side, Art, you can see there's a lot of walkers on the east side of Newtown Boulevard. Lots of walkers. They're even taking pictures of themselves. Kids in the park, very typical. That is Savoy Hotel, Mercure. It depends on the night. Some nights are busier than the others. There is your blood moon. Cebu City, Philippines, Mactan Newtown. Hello and welcome in, everyone. There's a jet airliner taking off from the Cebu Mactan International Airport. So you can hear the planes a little bit here. Hello everyone, I'm Tim. Thanks for joining the live stream. I was just out doing my night video and I noticed the blood moon, the lunar eclipse. So I thought I'd come to the east end of Newtown Boulevard and show you the lunar eclipse, also known as the blood moon. And there it is. Right there. It's hard to see. Very hard to see from the naked eye. The camera makes it look bigger than what it is and brighter. But I appreciate you joining the live. That's the parking lot right over there for the Mactan Expo Center. Just give you an idea of what Newtown Boulevard looks like at night. I'm actually surprised my cell phone service works this good. That is Savoy Hotel, the Mercure. La Victoria is the Brown Building, and then you have the Mactan Expo Center. And then the bright lights, 3 lights, that's the crane on the Positano Mactan. And the building in front of that is One Manchester Place. 2 towers of One Manchester Place. So that's what Mactan Newtown looks like at night. And you can see the joggers. This is what really typically happens almost every night. People are out jogging on this end. And if they keep jogging that way, you get to the private beach. Really warm night, humid. Feels like summertime in America. Warm and humid, and it's like that most, if not all, of the year. No idea. You'll see these motorcycle cops. No idea what they're doing. They just drive up and down the boulevard with their lights on. It's actually a scooter. I think it's a Honda ADV. Popular type of scooter here in the Philippines. I think they cost about $2,000, something like that, US dollars. For those that want to buy one. That's a swimming pool on top of the Mercure. Right there. You see the glistening up there, that white glistening? It's actually a reflection of the swimming pool on top of the Mercure Hotel. And that's typical. You see kids in the park. Every night, kids in the park. Seems like there's a extraordinary amount of joggers tonight. You know, normally you don't get this many. I'm not sure what that's about. So the blood moon to the eye is almost impossible to see. It was a cloudy day though here in the Philippines. Maybe it's cloud cover that's kind of covering up the moon. I was actually surprised I could see the moon tonight because it was cloudy most of the day. And I thought that I would never be able to see the moon. So I really didn't plan on videoing the moon or doing a live stream. And then I went to the gym, looked in the sky, saw a star. I said, wow, maybe I can see the moon tonight. And sure enough, there's the blood moon. Total lunar eclipse. All of this is going to get developed someday. You're going to have stuff on this land. They're still constructing the Mactan Expo Center. They did have the ASEAN Summit in the front portion of the expo, but the back portion is still under construction. I believe they're going to have another portion of the ASEAN summit here at Mactan Newtown later this year. So it's not over. I think they have meetings throughout the course of this year in different locations, different venues for the ASEAN summit. People are laughing and joking in the park areas. Right now the moon is essentially impossible to see by the naked eye. I think we have cloud cover. Well, maybe not. There are stars in the sky though. There's some stars right above us. I don't know what to say about that blood moon. It's really difficult to see. I'm surprised it's coming in on camera as good as it is. It's really hard to work this live stream app from YouTube on my phone. Kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. Thanks for joining. My name is Tim. We're looking at a blood moon, a full lunar eclipse at Mactan Newtown. I do appreciate it. You can see all the joggers in the park. And that's the blood moon right there. Let's zoom in and see what we can see. Can't see a lot. So does anybody have any last questions? I think I'm going to end the live stream. My arm is getting sore and the moon is almost impossible to see. But I do appreciate you joining my live stream. I was not planning on doing a live. If I was planning on doing a live, I would have brought more camera equipment and something that other than my arm to hold the camera. But I appreciate you joining the live. If you have any last minute questions about Mactan Newtown, I do have a video coming out tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. And right after I end the live, I'm going to go back and edit that video. I took over at the Mactan Circle Mall. I did a food review at the Kunabuya Japanese ramen restaurant. So stay tuned for that. I also show you a few more vendors over at the Mactan Circle Mall. I explained the parking garage. There is a parking garage underneath the first floor of the Mactan Circle Mall. And you can park there. It's limited. Very few stalls. They probably only have 10 or 12 parking stalls for cars anyway. But most everybody here drives motorbikes anyway. And I explained the parking garage. I explained the hours of operation. I explained the cost of that parking garage located at the Mactan Circle Mall. With that said, I'm going to end the live stream. Peace out, everyone. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. Feel free to share the videos with anyone who feels interested in the content. Have a great day. Take care and stay safe. And thanks for watching the live stream.